Hi everyone, it's May here. At the time that this will be released, it will be the new year. So I wanted to go over my New Year's resolution in terms of art, because that's my only personality trait. Now, let me just go through my phone and look for shit, because I should have had this prepared. Okay, so my 2023 resolutions. My overall goal is to improve art, and it will always be to improve my art. What specifically that I want to improve on? Basically rendering. I just want to get better at doing portraits and drawing the human body because I love doing character design. So the only way to be better at character design is to draw better humans / magical creatures that resemble humans. So humanoids. So I have 5 ways to approach this. Number 1 will be the character design series that I want to have for multiple characters. So I'm in the process of working out for one. I'm not sure how many character design series I'll have in the whole year. I'm thinking maybe 3 to 4. I can only really release 3 to 4 series per year under the assumption that I'm releasing either weekly or every other week. It's because within these character design series, there are multiple parts to it. Number 1 being the character concept design. And that in itself is just one video because I feel like there should be just your thought process. A thought process is like half of character design. So I want to have just one specific video for that. Number 2 is the sketch, which I personally use that as anatomy study. And then number 3 is the outfit render. So I use that as a material study. So basically the different types of fabric, how it folds, like how thick it is versus how thin it is, and all the stuff that comes with fabric, because there's like twists and turns and just everything. There's a lot of things with fabric. And then number 4 is the portrait painting, which I believe combines anatomy, value, and color study. So not only do I have to be able to sketch the anatomy, I have to be able to paint it. And also I want to get better at choosing values so that the darkest parts of the painting make sense and the light parts make sense. I just want to get better at also with the color study, correctly defining skin tone and stuff like that, and how different materials react under different lighting. So hopefully with the character design series I can improve on my character, or I guess human art, character design art, character concept art, whatever it is. I hopefully can improve on that. The second part, or the second goal, sub-goal, I guess. The second way I feel like I can improve my art is doing a K-pop study series. So, if you know me as a person, I love K-pop. And that sounds so cringy, but it's okay because it's my special interest and it makes me happy. So, yeah, so I wanted to go about this. I wanted to make its own little series where I take a K-pop idol, not necessarily my bias, just one that really stands out to me. And I do 3 things. Number 1 is gesture studies. So I love watching choreographies. So I would do was take one choreography and then just do a whole bunch of gesture studies on the one choreography. I like this because I can multitask because I love watching fan cams. So I can use that as a time to study gesture drawings, which is really good for trying to depict flow of the subject and make your portraits, paintings, and whatever less stiff. So number 2 of this K-pop study series is to do fashion. Basically stuff like their outfits through the different eras and maybe even airport fashion. I would like to use this as a material study. So just like in the character concept design series, I want to be able to study fabric, basically how it behaves. The last thing, or the third thing, is portrait paintings. So this will include anatomy, value, and color study, just like the portrait paintings from the character design series. So I believe with all 3 of these, this will be a little bit easier to release, mostly because there's a lot of references already, and I don't have to come up with anything from scratch. I'm hoping maybe I can get maybe 4 to 5 of these out. They won't take as long because there's only 3 parts, and again, I don't have to come up with anything from scratch other than trying to come up with these references. And my third way of improving is doing seasonal sketchbook tours. Now, I want to do, every single time there's a season change, I want to do a sketchbook tour I know this isn't like a physical way to, like, I'm not physically drawing anything, but I like to be able to do an analysis and rate my own sketches, because I feel like another part of learning how to draw is being able to accurately analyze your own progress. So not only will I have content, but I will also get to improve. So there's that. Number 4, anatomy studies. So there are certain things that I struggle with that I want to do better at. And one way of approaching that is to keep drawing things that I suck at, which is kind of unintuitive, because art should be fun. But I want to be able to draw things and show people that I can draw things and tell people that I'm an artist. And I don't know where I'm going with this rant. But yes, I like to take joy in art, but I lose joy when I can't draw certain things. So if I can learn, I would rather go through the pain of learning something, so that if I can improve in something that I suck at, that gives me much more pleasure than being able to draw the same face over and over again. Like, yes, it's pleasing to the eyes, but what's more pleasing is being able to draw something that you previously sucked at, being able to draw it really well, versus having or looking at the same thing that you can draw really well over and over again. So the ones that I want to improve on specifically are like feet, hands, and then your nose. Because for some reason I can never get the nose correct, no matter how long I've been drawing portraits. Maybe it's because I never draw the nose, huh? And then number 5, random classes on YouTube. There are certain YouTubers that I follow for art stuff, and I'm hoping to find more artists that I can learn from. That's basically it. That's pretty self-explanatory. And I wrote number 6, and this is not necessarily towards improving my art. This is more for like hopefully gaining an audience, just getting better at. So number 6 would be marketing, just getting better at marketing. I wish I could pull off having a cool personality, but I don't. So I have to work extra hard to try to retain and keep any followers and have new followers. So those who are watching, thank you. I know I'm not cool, but I appreciate you. I will continue to try making content that helps people out, because ultimately helping people out gives me more satisfaction than having people think that I'm cool. So yeah, that sounds so vanilla, that sounds so fake, but honestly I love learning. So if I can give that to someone else, it's like, you know, I would want someone else to help me learn. So that's my thought process. Anyway, that was my 2023 resolutions. Hopefully I can stick to this. I didn't put any numbers of how many design series or whatever study series that I wanted to release, because again, I feel like if I tie myself down to a certain number, when I don't reach that certain expectation, I get sad, and then I get discouraged. There you go. I get discouraged, and I want art to be fun. I don't want to burn out in art. So if I end up making 0 of these series, oh well. But hopefully I am improving in art. Anyway, that's it for that video. Hopefully this made it clear what I want to do with this channel and stuff. And I gave myself a goal, and I'm losing things to say because I don't have a script. And when I don't have a script, I get silent because I don't know what to say. Hopefully I'm relatable. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.